XRP absolutely taking off, now above $1, following some news that potentially could benefit XRP in the long term, along with this continuous crypto bull run and Bitcoin now approaching that 100K at the time of this recording. We have President-elect Trump that is on board with all of crypto and is partnering with a lot of these crypto CEOs. Michael Saylor, just extremely bullish, the CEO of MicroStrategy. We recently had our Bitcoin halving back in April, and we have a lot more data, a lot more information around the cryptocurrency sector. And with all that combined into one, right, there is a potential for an extreme bullish run. Now, you always got to have risk management on point. You always got to know what you're investing into. So I want to take this for a grain of salt on this public platform, that this is not financial advice. I'm just bringing you information from my experience and also just the research that I've done. And you can say, I like that article. I like that chart. Let me dive into it myself. All right. So welcome to the channel. My name is Dr. B. I'm a holistic life and business coach and strategist for entrepreneurs and thought leaders, former pharmacist, undergrad in chemistry, matriculated my way for the last 8 years in full-time entrepreneurship, primarily in the coaching and consulting space, but have always been an investor on the back end. So now I'm just providing a lot of these technical and fundamental analyses with my teaching background, right, to make sure that people understand the information and I can communicate it and they can say, hey, I like that. Let me go look into it myself. All right. So if we're on board with that, we're cool with that. Let's jump into it and the information and value today. All right. So the first thing, really quick, if you want to join Leverage University, that is my holistic coaching and consulting platform. And we have our trading floor in there as well, where I live trade stocks, options, and we're getting into futures soon enough. And we also have our mentorship if you want to work one-on-one with me with life, business, finance, or this stock market or investing game in the financial markets. All right. So check out that below. You have the link there for you. Would love to have you inside. There's some free resources along with this YouTube videos and YouTube videos that we've previously recorded. I would love to have you as a part of our family. All right. And one final thing I would ask of you, if you have been following these videos or you came onto here and you check out a couple more, there's a lot of you that aren't subscribed. So I would love to have or earn your subscription. So if you could hit that subscribe button and notification bell, that would help this channel just boom even more. So I appreciate you so much. With that being said, let's jump into it. All right. So we have Ripple CEO hints at Gary Gensler, right? Gary Gensler, essentially the most hated person in crypto, right? The SEC chair just has not been friendly in the crypto market. And with that being said, we have the potential for his resignation, and also Trump was going to fire him anyways upon inauguration. So with that being in place, or it hasn't happened yet, but that being the potential on the horizon, that opens up this idea of not only XRP, but a lot of these crypto names. And I'm not talking about a lot of the meme coins per se, and then some of the altcoins, but a lot of the higher market cap companies that have a little bit of backing and use case to them. All right. Not saying others won't, but I'm just saying a lot of these companies, right, do have some use cases. They do have a lot of money behind them. They have solid CEO and leadership behind them as well. All right. So I do believe personally, just my belief, that XRP is one of those companies. All right. So with Gensler hinting at leaving the SEC, right, and having that brunt force, that beef between a lot of the CEOs, we've got Michael Saylor on board, MicroStrategy CEO and chairman. We've got Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse. We've got just everyone ganging up saying, man, let's go, right? So that is kind of the catalyst for why you have seen XRP, and a little bit of the catalyst of why you may see a little bit more crypto push accelerated into the holiday season to finish up 2024. All right, let's jump into here. What was the beef? Okay, back in December 2020, the SEC filed a lawsuit against Ripple Labs, okay, the company, right? The network, if you didn't know that, XRP is the cryptocurrency or the coin that's associated with the network, accusing the company of conducting unregistered securities offered by selling XRP, which the SEC classified as a security in July of last year, 2019, excuse me. A U.S. court ruled that XRP sales to institutional investors qualified as securities transactions. However, it is also determined that the sales of XRP public exchange did not fall underneath the definition of a security. In October, the SEC appealed against this ruling, seeking further classification of legal status of XRP. Now, you can dive into the legal structure of all these things, but in simplistic terms, what it's saying is that Gensler, right? Here's my interpretation. You can let me know down below. Gensler just doesn't like crypto, and he wants to be in control, and he's doing it in political favor of the Biden administration, and he was also with Hillary Clinton. And this is not political ploy. I'm just saying that he has been against a lot of crypto in general. However, the interesting thing about this is that he also understands a lot about crypto. So like, what's the catch here, Gensler? Just saying, okay? So now with Gensler out of the way, a lot of people were like, they're having, I don't know, like, but they're still, Ripple's still a solid company, right? And Larson, if you look up Chris Larson, who was the founder of Ripple, right? He has a lot of backing with e-loans and things of that nature, in my opinion, right? You can let me know down below if you feel different, but there's a lot of solid leadership behind this company and a lot of good use cases. So in my opinion, I feel like this was an attack, right? In early stages of the crypto boom in 2020, right? You're going into the Biden administration, right? Or you're coming into it, right? Because December 2020 was right after Biden got elected. So you think about all these things and you're like, interesting. All right. So now there's a changing of the guard and potential for Gensler to step out of the way. And now XRP and Garlinghouse, this current CEO, and Michael Saylor, they're like, man, finally we can innovate and change and do some things that we want to do. So are we getting the fundamentals down, especially for my newbies or anyone that came across this video? So that's where this is coming from. All right. So you can't always believe, right? Do your own due diligence, but you can't always believe that something is bad because the news has put it out there as bad. All right. So there's the hint. Gensler leaving. You got XRP in the past. All right. So let me get rid of those two. Now, what do we have? We have trending coins, right? We have trending coins, and we've got market cap on these coins. So if you look here, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Tether, Solana, BNB, XRP, okay? And then you look at the market cap of these, right? The market cap, large cap, mid cap, small cap, right? These are companies that have a significant amount of circulation of coins or money circulating through back and forth, buyers and sellers. And that you have a market cap that completely increases and there's more buying going on. So now we have XRP that is up 80% at the time of the last 7 days, okay, 80% on your money, right? And we'll go into the technical charts in just a second. So XRP, or Ripple, excuse me, was founded back in 2012. So you've got about roughly, I'd say, what's the number there? If I'm doing math in my head, y'all do it. Y'all help me out here. Okay. 2012, 2024. So you're talking about 10 years, almost 15 years. Okay. Almost 15 years, around 13 years, right? Almost 15 years of this company building this and having some backing behind it. All right. If I were to go off this list, I'm a big fan of Solana personally, obviously Bitcoin, Ethereum. I would put Solana, in my opinion, in the future. Solana actually surpassing Ethereum. And then XRP, there's talks, okay? And I'm doing a little bit more due diligence on this if I believe this myself, right? Because every investor should. Does XRP have the possibility to start jumping up with this, these top four here? Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, and XRP, those four. All right. So that's kind of the talk that's going on right now. And if you are a significant XRP holder or you have significant more due diligence and research and you have everything in the XRP, that's wonderful. But for my newbies, I just wanted to get you to understand that it is a significant, not only company or network, but also a coin that has some backing to it and market cap. All right. So all that being said, let's jump into the charts where I love to thrive here. And this will be our final analysis here to give you some price targets. Okay, so let me get rid of this Fibonacci, okay, tool. And I want you to look at this chart. Okay, so we've done the fundamental analysis, right? The news, the research, and the market cap, you know, where it stands. And now we look at the charts and we see chart formations. Okay, so here is the first Bitcoin, or not the first, but Bitcoin halving back in 2016. And then we go into Trump's term, or his first term, 2016 and 2017, right? That's roughly what, right? About a year after the Bitcoin halving. So there's that pop from, if I move my face here, okay, look over to my right, 0.18 roughly, okay? Going to the bottom of this candle here, this bullish flag that you see right there, okay? If I zoom in a little bit for my visually impaired folks. All right. So bottom of this candle right here, you have about 0.8 to 0.20. So about 20 cents. Okay. And it goes and it runs from November into January all the way up to $3. Okay. There's the first use case. We come to the next Bitcoin halving in 2020. Okay. Right around here. Okay. Starts to build. We get little pops. Okay. Consolidate, still around the same point, right? 0.20, okay, 20 cents roughly. Starts to build, forms this bull flag again right in here, this consolidation, and then pops from about 20 cents to about almost $2. Okay. Now we do have a little bit of significance in this period of time with COVID, right? So I do believe that the pop could have been a little bit bigger right here. But you've got to remember that XRP was dealing, what did we just say, with that regulation scenario here. So maybe the pop, in my opinion, was not as big as it should have been because it typically retests this level here and wants to come back up to retest the high. Okay. Now we have little pops in between building up in these periods of time. But if you have regulation off the table and you're able to innovate, grow, expand, right, market, things of that nature, create partnerships and collaborations, this is where this scenario might be a little bit different. So again, consolidation, right? And then we pop not only with the Bitcoin, with the election, but we pop with this news. So there's November. We're consolidating at the low here of around roughly 50 cents. Okay. And we pop to about 60 cents. And then we start breaking these trends. Okay. Start breaking these trends. If I draw this horizontal line here, okay, get rid of that one. This now has broken this channel right here, this resistance of around 0.92 to 0.94. All right. So you've now broken this resistance right here, right there, right here, and you have closed roughly above here on a weekly time frame. So you've closed above $1. Okay. So now this is very interesting because this is now turned into a support zone. Okay. So if I put roughly about $1, okay. And for my technical folks, right, my chart people who I love, we now have a potential retest of this level. So I would say anywhere in this zone of around 0.90 to $1. Okay, 90 cents to $1 could be an entry point or a time where you may want to consider, right, grabbing up some if you do your due diligence and you see what I'm talking about. Okay, because on the charts, again, where does it want to retest? It wants to start retesting these levels. So our next level or our next target would be roughly around, if we round it up, right, it'll probably try to push up into this 0.5. Okay, 150 cent. I wish it's a possibility, right? $1.50. Okay. And then it's going to try to test $2. And then we've got $3 on the table to retest this high. And then we've got that ultimate, if you saw the thumbnail, 500% from entry right here. So that would take it from $1 to $5. All right. And that is very much possible. There is a lot of talk of the town around it getting to 10 and 12. But in my investing like strategy, just me personally, I try to take it level to level. Okay. So from here to here, right, we have a nice move, right? You have a 50% move from here to here. That's 50% on your money, right? Then you've got a 100% move from $1 to $2. So think about it in percentages and think about it in a technical phase term where you can have this continue and move up to this $1 mark. All right. So that's where I like what I was saying earlier to conclude this video is try to have a plan of where you're going to be taking profits, where you want to hold for, gold, things of that nature, because the longer an investor holds, the more that they should believe or have done their due diligence on said stock, cryptocurrency, or index fund, right? In my opinion. Because if you're just holding, there's a lot of folks, right, bag holders that held Dogecoin, that held Bitcoin, that held all these things, and they were up significantly, but they didn't understand it, and then it came back down. So that's why I love the charts, because it'll tell you where the next level it is trying to get to. 150, $2, and even if you put a micro, maybe 130, and then ultimately $3. So that will get you to about 300% on your money if it pops to there in the next couple of months or whenever it might do it. All right. And you can have stop losses on here if it pulls back to maybe 50 cents or so, right? Depending on how much money. So the lower, the better, right? $1.90 to, 90 cents to $1 is my targeted kind of accumulation zone. All right. So with that being said, thank you so much for being on this video. Hopefully it was valuable to you to just give an update on XRP. I've been getting a lot of questions from my clients, community members inside of Leverage University, and just in general, I've been just seeing it around. So I thought I'd give my little 2 cents and take on the fundamentals and also the technicals on where XRP could go. Make sure you're investing smart. Make sure you're doing your own due diligence. Make sure you have a community that you can do it with and bounce ideas off of. We'd love to have you inside. Until next time, see you in the next video. Peace, love, and blessings.